Hello, my lovelies. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of In My Opinion by Uli. I'm your host, Uli, and it's always a joy to connect with you here. Okay, and it's I'm so happy you're here, and you've and I'm also happy that you've carved out a little time in your day to hang out with me, whether you're walking the dog or washing the dishes or just taking a moment to relax. I hope this episode feels like a warm cup of coffee with an old friend. So, um, today's topic will be talking about what hits close to home for so many of us, and that's endings. How you end something, how something has to end. Now, let's be real. Endings isn't exactly a favorite subject for most people. Yes, endings can be very messy sometimes emotionally. Yes, it can be very messy and sometimes downright scary. But here's the thing: endings are inevitable. They are part of life, just like beginnings. When something begins, it has to end, and the way we approach them can make all the difference. Now, it's like it's like today I want to explore on how to end something, not with resentment or regret, but with grace, with intentions, and maybe even a little gratitude. To help us unpack this topic, I'm going to share a story that taught me a lot about how powerful a thoughtful ending can be. Okay, a couple of years ago, I was working on a project that has been a very huge impact on my life for about 3 years. It was something I poured my heart and soul into, and what I truly believed in. I met people, incredible people. I learned so much, and I saw it grow in ways that I never imagined. You know, but over time, something shifted. I started to feel a tugging in my heart, like a quiet whisper telling me, like, it's time to step away. At first, I ignored it. You know, it was like I was trying to find something more challenging. After all, like, how could I leave something I cared about so deeply? You know, but the whisper grew louder, like, step away. You need something challenging. And I began to realize that while this project was very amazing, it was no longer aligned with what I was headed for or where I was headed. I wrestled with the decision for weeks and I kept asking myself, like, how do I walk away without feeling like I'm going to let people down? Without feeling like I'm like abandoning um something good. Then there and then it hit me. The way I end this chapter matters as much as everything I did while I was part of it. I had to end it on a graceful note. So I called a meeting with people. I didn't just tell them I was leaving. I shared my heart. I talked about how much the experience had meant to me, um, the lessons I've learned, and why I believe it was time for me to move on. And I made sure to thank every single person who had been part of the journey with me. The response was beautiful. There were hugs, there were tears, there were words of encouragement. But most of all, there was a sense of understanding and respect. By being open and honest, I was able to live on a positive note, paving the way for the project to continue thriving without me. Okay, so what is the moral of this little story? The best way to end something is with intention, honesty, and gratitude. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, or even an aspect of your life, maybe a season of an aspect of your life, take the time to acknowledge what it brought you, to appreciate it, the good, the challenging, and everything in between. Remember, endings aren't about erasing what was, they are about honoring it while making space for what's next. It's like closing a beloved book you don't like, you're reading a book and you just want to closing that book and you loved that book. You don't stop loving the story just because you've read the final chapter. Instead, you carry its lessons with you as you start a new one. If you're facing if you're facing an ending right now, if you're facing an ending right now, I would like to acknowledge you to know what you have gained and what you have learned before you end something. Appreciate the good times. If it's a job, if it's a relationship, appreciate the good times. If it's a job, thank people who supported you. And most importantly, give yourself permission to let go. Holding on to something that no longer serves you only makes it harder for you to move forward. I know ending is not always easy. Ending can stir up a lot of emotions. But remember, endings are also beginnings in disguise. They create space for new opportunities, they create space for new connections, they create space for new chapters in your life. And if you're facing an ending right now, I want you to actually ask yourself these questions. How can I close this chapter with grace? That's the first question you have to ask yourself. The second question you have to ask yourself is, what am I grateful for? And the third question you ask yourself is, how can I carry these lessons into my next adventure? Those are the three questions you ask yourself if you want to end something. It's not, endings are not always, endings are for you to be kind to yourself when you're trying to end something and to trust that every ending is a doorway for a new beginning. All right, my lovelies. I'd love to hear your thoughts, whether it's a story about an ending or maybe something you're walking through right now. I really, really want to hear your thoughts about it. All right? I want to hear your thoughts or share. You can share this to people that need to hear it. I would love to hear from you. If this resonates with you, that's it's if it resonates with you. If it resonates with somebody, drop a message, leave a comment, share this episode with someone, okay? Until next time, my lovelies, take care of yourselves. Keep growing, okay? And remember, every ending is a step towards a new beginning. All right, my lovely. See you next episode. And remember, always be calm. Okay? Ciao. Bye.